Welcome to Changfied YouTube channel, your trusted source for latest update across South Sudan and beyond. Today we have several major stories to discuss. These stories include military development in Jonglei State, the release of abducted civilian in River County, a large number or large government reshuffles in central Equatoria state, and a political resignation in northern Barghazal. These issues are important because they affect security, politics, and daily life for many people across the country. Before we proceed, I would like you to help the channel by subscribing and turn on the notification bell so whenever we upload a new video, you can be notified. Let's begin our report with South Sudan People Defense Force take control of Akobo town. Our first major update comes from Akobo County in Jonglei State. The National Army of South Sudan, known as the South Sudan People Defense Force or SSPDF, has now taken control of the town of Akobo. A report said government soldiers entered the town on Sunday with vehicles and military equipment. After arriving, they began moving around the town and securing different areas. Akobo is located close to the border between South Sudan and Ethiopia. Because of its location, the town is considered very important from military and security point of view. For many years, Akobo was known as a strong area for opposition fighter from the Sudan People Liberation Army in a position often called SPLM, SPLAIO. Before this recent development, the opposition forces had already lost several other areas in nearby counties such as Nirol and Wuror. Because of this, Akobo had become one of the last places where opposition forces still had influence in the Lower region. But now the situation appears to have changed. This is also significant because it is the first time government forces have taken full control of Akobo since the civil war began in December 2013. Local sources say there was fighting in the area on Saturday morning before government forces moved fully into the town the next day. Many residents became afraid after hearing about the fighting. As a result, a large number of civilians left the town and crossed the nearby border into Ethiopia for safety. Videos shared on social media also show government soldiers moving inside Akobo town with cars. Earlier this week, the army had already announced that they had recaptured the area on March 10. However, many of their soldiers and equipment remain in a nearby place called Ditchda or Westda, which is located across the river several kilometers west of the town. Now that the troops have moved directly into Akobo, the government said it wants to restore normal life in the town, but nobody is there in the town. All the civilian fled the county. They are now at the border, fearing they might be targeted by the SSPDF. The county commissioner appointed by the government, James Quinn Makwaji, spoke to the public after the soldier arrived. He told residents who still have firearms to keep their weapon inside their home and behave as civilians. But there's nobody in the town as we speak, according to the report there and the video that were shared on social media, where SSPDF were patrolling Akobo town. No one can be seen, only hut and nobody around. Commissioner also warned that anyone who refused to follow this order could face consequences. At the same time, he encouraged residents who fled the town to come back home. He asked community leaders, teachers, traders, women group, and humanitarian organizations to return and help rebuild normal life in Akobo. Meanwhile, another political leader connected to the opposition side, John Wiyalul, is currently on the Ethiopian side of the border. According to the report, though this cannot be this is not clear because there's no indication that is in the border of Ethiopia. During a church prayer gathering, he spoke to members of the Lone Nur community who had crossed into Ethiopia, according to people who reported. According to people who attended the gathering, he asked the community to remain peaceful and united during this difficult time. He also advised the displaced resident to stay careful while they remain in temporary locations. At the moment, the situation in Akobo continues to develop, and many people are watching closely to see whether civilians will return and whether peace can be maintained in the area. Another negative report that I would like to share with you is a report from Ye River, abducted civilian released in Ye River County. Our second story comes from Ye River County in central Equatoria. Local authorities have confirmed that several civilians who were kidnapped earlier in the week have now been released and returned safely to their home. According to officials, the group includes around 4 young men and a deputy community chief. They were taken from 2 areas called Gimunu and Pakula. The incident happened on Thursday and Friday. The commissioner of Ye River County, Emmanuel Taban Seme, said the civilians were taken by army men believed to be connected to the opposition group SPLA-IO. However, the good news is that the victims were released on the same day. The commissioner explained that the army men entered the community and began taking property from local residents. During the incident, the attacker forced some young men to carry the stolen item for them. After some time, the army men released the youths and allowed them to return home. Commissioner Semi confirmed that all 4 of the abducted young men have now reunited with their families. A local community chief also spoke about the situation. He said one of the people taken was the deputy traditional chief of the area. The chief explained that the group was taken early in the morning but later released. Other residents who were detained were also freed later that evening. According to community report, the attacker arrived in the village at around 8 p.m. During their time in the area, they looted property belonging to residents. They also took a motorcycle from one of the victims. Although the civilians were released, the attacker did not return the motorcycle. Despite this incident, local leaders say the security situation in the area is currently calm. Authorities are continuing to monitor the situation closely to prevent similar incidents in the future. For many residents in Ye River County, the release of the civilian has brought relief, but people are still concerned that security in rural areas is still deteriorating. Let's move to our third top story. We have another story. President Kir reshuffled Central Equatoria State Government. Now we move to a major political development in Central Equatoria. President Salva Kiir has made a significant change to the state government by removing and appointing several officials. According to an official announcement, the change affect about 20 senior position in the state government under President Salva Kiir Mayardit. These include ministers, advisors, commission leaders, and county commissioners. The announcement was made through the office of the state governor, Emmanuel Adil Anthony. The presidential decree were issued under the legal authority of the county transitional constitution and other national laws. The charges are part of a large political reshuffle within the state government. Several advisors were removed from their position. Among them were advisories responsible for human rights and economic affairs. Many of ministers were also relieved of their duties. These include ministers responsible for areas such as cabinet affairs, peace building, parliamentary affairs, finance and planning, health, road and bridge, cooperative, culture and youth, gender and social welfare, housing and land, trade and industry, education and public service. Leader of important state commission were also replaced. These commission include the Peace and Reconciliation Commission and the Relief and Rehabilitation Commission. At the county level, commissioners from several counties were also removed. These counties include Morobo, Ye River, and Lainya. At the same time, the president appointed new officials to fill the vacant position. A new advisor, ministers, commissions leader, and county commissioner have now been named. Political analysts say this is one of the largest government reshuffle in central Equatoria state in recent years. The change are happening at a time when South Sudan is preparing for the national election planned for December 2026. Many observers believe these changes could be part of preparation for those elections. Government reshuffle like this are often used to reorganize leadership and improve government performance. However, the real impact of these changes will become clear in the coming month. Now we come to our final story. Awil North County Commissioner resign. Our final story comes from Northern Barghazal State, specifically Awil North County. The county commissioner then has officially resigned from his position. According to the report, this resignation came only the day after he was suspended by the state government. Earlier this month, the governor of Northern Barghazal State, General Charles Maduta Cole, suspended the commissioner indefinitely. The suspension order accused him of insubordination and disrespect towards state authorities. Officials also say there had been ongoing conflict between county leadership and the state government. After receiving the suspension letter, Denkwil decided to step down completely from his role. In his resignation letter, he said he felt that the state authorities had acted against him without first discussing the issue that led to the conflict. He also claimed that his leadership right in the county had been violated. Because of this concern, he said he decided to resign. However, the situation did not end there. After his resignation, a member of parliament representing Awil North County raised additional concern. The lawmaker called for accountability and asked state authorities to investigate the former commissioner. He also alleged that the commissioner left with a hospital ambulance that belonged to the county. The lawmaker requests that the state government issued an arrest order so that an investigation can take place. In a separate but related development, another senior government official in the state government has also been suspended. The Secretary General of the state government suspended his deputy due to allegation of misconduct. Officials say the action was taken to maintain discipline and respect for authority within the government office. State leaders say these steps are necessary to maintain order and proper leadership within government institutions. If you are new to Changfied YouTube channel, I would like you to help the channel by subscribing and turn on the notification bell so whenever we upload a new video, you can be notified. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.